Everybody is born with a little something extra, and sometimes they just have to find it. A little something extra is that superpower that every single one of us has inside that motivates us and drives our passion and makes us do the things that we do.
We're all on the same team. Let's think about how we can make that team as inclusive as we can.
For those of you listening to our podcast right now, you can also check out our video podcast at alittlesomethingextrapodcast.org.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of A Little Something Extra with me, Nancy Gianni, and of course, my daughter,
the Gigi of Gigi's Playhouse.
The Gigi of Gigi's Playhouse. And who else is sitting on the couch with us?
The Franco.
Franco. Gigi's big brother.
Yep. Franco Gianni in the house. And we are really excited about two special guests that we have today. Gigi, you want to tell us about them?
Yes.
All right.
Today we are thrilled to welcome Carson A, Egan, and his dad, Kurc. Carson is a imaging actor known as his role as Eddie
Black. Eddie Black.
Eddie Black. In the NBC legal drama Suits LA.
Woo!
This marks his first major acting experience. Eddie's
Carson's
character is depicted as Ted Black, played by Stephen Amell, younger brother who plays pivotal role in Ted's emotional journey throughout the series. His portrayal of Eddie has been noted for bringing a genuine and heartfelt dimension to the show. Please join us welcoming Carson A. Egan to the show.
Woo! And his dad, Kurc.
Yes,
So nice to meet you guys.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we have so many questions.
Gigi, I think going forward too, we got to start when it comes to doing our descriptions at the beginning.
Yeah.
We'll start writing them for you because that was supposed to be me reading.
Oh.
So there was a lot of different words and parentheses and stuff in there.
I wondered. I was like, what? This is...
But Gigi is an independent woman. She wants to read the bios on our guests now. So that's where we are.
Talk about independence. Yeah. I'll be told at times to stop talking, Dad, because I think that's a mistake. So, yeah, we know independence.
Yep. Oh,
Yep.
you know that. You know
I
that
said
too,
we
right?
fight so hard. We fight so hard to give them a voice, and then it backfires on us.
We mentioned before at the start of it, we live up in Canada. The series was shot in LA, and Carson traveled to LA back and forth by himself.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
It was a new experience. Talk about, a parent being confident enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Having getting used to sleeping only 2 hours a night. What, me worry?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's wonderful to see. I don't know about yourselves, but we're constantly amazed by the independent spirit and the desire to live that independent life.
I love it. And he's showing, and they show us they can do it. A lot of times, Gigi, and I said when she was little, just always stepping up to the plate. Me trying to be like, oh, I don't think we're going to put her in that. I remember that was when she was in T-ball and then wanted to play regular baseball. And it was a boy-girl team. I'm like, and just a typical Park District team. I'm like, I was very nervous about it because the boys can really hit that ball. And I remember they put her in the batting cages and she just walloped one. And the coach was like, we'll take her. She's fine. I'm like, that was my own limitation, and terrible that, you think you don't put them on, but you're just protecting, and yeah, so that's funny. Well, let's talk about this. What sparked this passion for acting, this role in Suits LA? That is amazing, Carson. Have you always loved acting?
It's fell into it.
You fell into it?
He did say to us that after the pilot was shot, because the shot was shot here in Vancouver, and then when it was finally picked up and he got the role they wanted him down in LA, I think it was after the first or second trip back, he said, this is something I've always wanted to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Love
awesome.
it.
How did you guys discover the role?
It actually found us. So he auditioned for some commercials and that over time, and about 15 years ago, he auditioned for a major movie, and he was shortlisted, and then the movie never got done.
Mm.
But so there's been this background kind of desire to happen. So we have a friend who's an actor, and she was approached by a casting group that she knew, and they'd looked everywhere. The producers had looked all over North America for this particular role,
Wow.
and so they went in, and man, what a process!
Whoa, I bet.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster. The whole thing has been a roller coaster for us both, for all of us, for the
Yeah.
family.
Sure.
And we didn't know, like, everything. We did not know from one day to the next. Okay, he booked the part in the pilot, yay. And that was after, I think, 3 callbacks.
Wow.
And he met the producer, and mom and dad not allowed in the room. He's on
Yeah.
his own.
Totally.
And
Wow.
yeah, completely. And we keep hearing them laughing outside the room. He's entertaining them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Carson,
that
were you nervous when you went in there?
Not really.
Wow.
Not really. You're a confident guy. You just went in there and wooed him.
hmm
How old are you, Carson?
36.
36. Nice.
Wow.
Good for you. Out there getting it done.
Yeah,
wow.
I was gonna say 15 years you went in for that commercial, and they finally got your calling.
He played 2 parts. Eddie there was a scene where he was in high school, and they were going to cast a younger actor to play that role, and then the producer came back and said, we don't need to, because Carson can look 14.
Exactly.
That's
wow.
pretty cool.
carded.
Yeah, very
At
versatile.
36,
You
you
get a
lick 14?
He gets carded all the time.
Oh, Gigi loves getting carded, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep, she loves it.
Love showing.
I think she orders a drink just so she could get carded.
Yeah.
Because I usually end up finishing it for her.
I was in play too.
You what?
I was acting too before.
Yes, you were acting in high school. You did some acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could hold it up and ask you want to ask a question?
This was your first time in acting. How did you enjoy it?
Just being around other people.
that was
Yeah.
a cool part. Being around
Yeah.
everyone on set, being able to engage
Yeah.
with everyone.
They had to think you were so cool, like just getting in there. Plus, you get 2 roles. You get to play yourself at 14 and at 36. I think that's what he said he was. That's really cool.
How were the other actors on set? Was everyone helpful?
Oh yeah, especially Stephen as well.
He was really helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have to have good chemistry, right? You're gonna play his
Yeah.
brother. You're gonna have to have that chemistry.
Carson doesn't have any siblings, so this was an experience, but they did form a real bond outside of the script itself, and that was really pretty cool.
Wow, that is really cool.
How long were you there filming for?
As long as they need me for.
Now that's a good professional right there. As long
Right.
as you
As
need
long
me
as you
for.
need me, I will be there.
He is a director's dream.
Yes.
You know, when they were filming the pilot, I was on set but around the corner out of sight line for him, and but I could hear what was going on, and they said, Carson, okay, we want you to go to your first marks, take a beat, and then to your second, and then you're going to be on, and he, like, I'm going, I don't know what the heck they just asked.
Yeah. But he did it.
I wouldn't either.
On form.
Wow.
What was your reaction when you found out that you got the part?
I was pretty stoic.
Pretty stoic.
Pretty stoic, yeah. That is him to a T. Like, he takes it as it comes,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
And it's
Yeah,
just,
so
yeah.
he doesn't get overly excited. What do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
And he-
I love it.
Constant professional.
Carson,
Ready to make stuff happen.
what was your favorite part about being in the show?
I would say the bar scene.
The bar scene?
Yeah.
Ooh, good.
it was episode 4, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody knows Suits. They know Harvey Specter,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
The original Suits.
Yeah.
So Harvey had a 3 episode arc,
Mhm.
and he and Stephen were like, he and Ted were good buddies, and at one point they went out to the bar, And Carson has an acting coach. So the idea is, so he said, and he's an actor as well. He said, Carson, you always give the line as it was written, and they'll do several takes. And he said, have some fun with it. So Carson started to ad lib, and the producer said, Carson, you go with that. And so the line that you see on screen was not what was written. And it was so funny. Stephen, they're sitting at the bar, and Stephen's got his face up like this, hiding like that, because he's stifling a laugh because Carson cut them all up.
That is awesome. I see why that was your favorite scene. That's awesome.
Yeah, you get to just be your authentic self. That's cool.
Gabriel was trying to laugh as well, but he was more stoic about it.
Yeah, he was able to keep his composure, keep it together.
Total professional. Total.
I love it. What else do you like to do besides acting?
I would say the jewelry, but it's more of a hobby anyway.
Yeah.
Carson makes jewelry.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Hobby as a hobby.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're an actor by profession, but a jeweler by hobby.
Everybody boy.
I got you. This thing is forever. He just said acting is forever. The making jewelry is a hobby, if and when there's time for it.
That's pretty cool. How do you make it? How do you make your jewelry?
I would start off with beads first.
Okay.
Yeah. We were just getting into silversmithing, and
cool.
And this came along, so the acting. So we've put it on the back burner.
The hobbies had to go on the back burner.
As a parent, Carson tried several different jobs, and over the years, and nothing really it's about finding something you're passionate about.
Sure.
Something that makes you feel on purpose.
Yep.
And none of it did. But he's good. He did some photography. We traveled across Canada, and this is another story, long one. And he took lots of pictures, and had a show and sold some stuff.
Oh, very cool.
And he got into stringing beads and jewelry, and then that was very successful. Actually, we still get requests. People want him to make something.
Oh, that's
special.
awesome. Very cool.
But this is where his passion is. He really loves it. He traveled. There was 10 trips over 5 months. Like he was traveling sometimes 2-3 times a month, back and forth.
Wow.
Never longer than, I think, a week was the longest he was down in LA and on set.
Wow.
And get home and for a weekend, and then Tuesday's back on the plane again.
Wow.
And he never, he was up for it.
Yeah.
6 a.m. call, he's there.
Where he's supposed to be. So did you stay where, at a hotel?
The Hilton.
The Hilton?
The Hilton?
Yeah.
Nice.
On your own too? You just stayed there by yourself?
Not the first 2 trips at the start.
We had a friend who traveled a lot, and Carson's mom was going through some health issues and couldn't travel. So I need to stay with her. So we thought, okay, Jonathan's going to take him down, get him acclimatized to the process.
Yeah. Totally.
And then, so for 2 trips, and then the rest of it, he was on his own.
Oh, wow.
And then when mom could travel, he said, "Nah, I'm good."
I got this.
Independence.
I got this. I can order my room service and eat what I want and do what I want. And
and try to get out of walking.
Oh yeah, try it. Yeah.
But he actually can't.
Who can't?
There, at the hotel.
Why?
Busy streets.
Oh right, yeah. There, it's quite
in
it's
LA.
a lovely area. Yeah, you can't really go for a walk.
Yeah, no.
So,
treadmill. If there's a treadmill at the gym, that was
do you
about
typically have like a step goal, or are you walking a lot every day?
Not as much as mom would like us to.
Yeah.
The treadmill. That's walking.
The treadmill. Yes, we go to the gym. There's a treadmill there, so that counts.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, because I mean, you look like you're in great shape.
He's always had a very athletic build.
That's great.
And he played basketball, and
oh my gosh, that's unbelievable.
I have a cake. So,
you go ahead. Sorry,
that's awesome, man.
We're taking up her questions.
Sorry, my apologies.
Sorry.
Who is your dream character to play in a show or a movie?
Oh, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
I would say Matthew Perry's.
Oh.
On what show?
Friends.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I can see you in that.
Yeah.
That would be
Because-
great. I thought you were
Because
gonna.
he's more of the quirky one.
Quirky.
Yes, yes.
Yes, he's the funny guy.
Yeah, but I would not say David Schwimmer because he's more of a dork.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
Funny.
that's in he relates with another character from Modern Family, Ty Burrell's.
Which one?
Yes, Ty Burrell's character.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I love Modern Family. I was
I
watching
love
it last night.
Oh, me too. I love it too.
Yeah,
Gigi's a
Gigi
big fan.
loves it.
Yes, very quirky and funny.
Yeah.
Carson's had really all his life the ability to something that catches with him, and he connects to the character, but he honestly connects to the script. So
Wow.
the lines, the words, the expressions, he has this ear. It's almost like he doesn't sing. Please don't start. But he has this ear for almost like a perfect pitch, but for dialogue and for
Wow.
delivery. And that's probably if they ever resurrected Friends with the focus on Carson's community and Gigi's community,
Yeah.
Carson would be in line to play Matthew Perry's role because he could nail it.
That's
Just-
so cool. And
You got that-
that's a talent though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a talent.
That
for sure.
delivery and just having
can't
kind
just
of
learn
that
that.
connection to the comedy
Oh, yeah.
of it too, and how the line's being delivered is huge.
Oh,
That's why some of the
yeah.
best characters out there are masters at that.
Really, and when the zingers, we had a friend over I've known since high school, and at some point in time, I'd been talking to Carson that week about relationships because he's had a couple of, relationships, but and so I'm kind of giving sage wisdom, right? We're back. Oh, so their friend, I had thought that we had gone out together in high school. That's many 50 years ago, right? So she said at one point in time during dinner, she said, "Why do you think we went out together?" And I said, "Well, don't you remember? It's my first kiss, right?" And she says, "No." And Carson turns to me and said, "You're giving relationship advice to me?"
That's awesome.
It's a line from a movie or a show.
Right.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
But still,
So
perfect
good.
delivery.
Perfect
Yep.
delivery.
And perfect timing. Love it.
Yeah.
So you would say, Carson, then that you're more of a comedy actor then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh,
All
I
right.
love that.
I love that. Do you have a favorite actor?
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Like Matthew Perry for sure before he passed away and all,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that was
really
bad.
sad.
I would say the best actor yet, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
He's ve-
wow.
yeah, he's definitely a good comedy actor. And he's very big on his line delivery too.
Yeah, he's known as for just friends.
Just
Oh, yeah.
Chris Brander.
That's a great movie. It's really funny. Kind of really helped him kicking off his whole career.
really did. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's in all sorts of stuff. Really cool. Yeah. Do you have a favorite movie from him?
I would say his Christmassy one, just friends, but there's
Oh, yeah.
so many of them.
Yeah, he's got a lot. I'm a big fan of Waiting. Have you seen
Yeah.
that one?
Oh, I didn't see that. What is that?
The one where they work in a restaurant with Jennifer Aniston. That one's really funny too.
Oh, I think I did see
I'm
that
sure you're
one.
familiar with her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very, very
have your people for my people.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Josh McDermott from the show, he gets along quite well with Carson too. They really don't have any time on set together, but on camera together. But he's such a nice guy, and he said to Carson, he said, you really need to be in a sitcom." And
No, he said
Yes.
Virgin River first.
oh, he should be in Virgin River. Okay, he said should be in Virgin River.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, me too.
Have your people call my people.
Mhm.
But when they did that car scene,
Yeah.
he pulled a Charlie Sheen.
Did he?
We're winning.
Winning. Oh, yeah.
You're just a walking.
I
movie
think
quote.
you're
love
winning,
it.
brother. I think you're winning.
I wish there was I wish there was a blooper reel from that show because
Oh.
there was a ton of stuff going on back. I know Carson should be talking, but when we were he was mic'd up for the pilot.
Uh-huh.
It was like almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is the last scene between him and Stephen that was in the end scene in the which is quite a moving scene in the pilot, and Stephen's keeping him on point and so he was saying they're saying stuff back and forth under their breath, and the directors tell him to hold, and so at one point what does Stephen says to you? What did he say to you? He called him wuss. And Carson didn't mean to miss a beat. He he said dumbass. Like, right, and we can hear this. It's not being recorded. We can hear all this stuff.
Oh my
And
God.
and the director said hold, and then she yelled cut, and the crew broke up. It was
You kept them on their toes, brother. I like it.
Kurc, how does it make you feel like when you see Carson being able to be on set like that and being and having it be such a good experience and them so welcoming and helping accommodate to helping him be successful?
it was emotional for
Sure.
His mom and I.
Bet.
Quite emotional, but the one thing is that it gives us some peace that Carson has found he's found his path. That's what we probably hope for all our kids, that they find the thing that really they feel, not only do they feel engaged in and fulfilled by, but that they're accepted, embraced, welcomed, encouraged, supported.
Yes.
But the rest of the cast and crew and production knew that regardless, they ignored the label. You know, that Down syndrome was never mentioned at all in the series, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it became less important.
Yes, totally.
The person. It was all about the person.
Yes.
Not about the chromosome.
I love that.
So, you know, and so for us, it says there's a place for him, and then, you know, financially he will be, if this keeps going. The series is done, by the way. There won't be a second season, which is unfortunate.
Could not believe that. Also, yeah. It's like they
don't get started now.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It is really. There's so many people that put so much into that show, but wrong network, I'm afraid. Not NBC is wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He met the head of casting for NBCLA. She specifically wanted to meet him when they were in here in Vancouver.
That's a really, really good network to be able to get connections with.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Bonnie
sitcoms,
Zane,
I mean,
she's a wonderful casting director, period.
Yeah.
But she loves him. So.
Good.
Attaboy, Carson.
There you go, brother. Representing.
Yep.
So parents out there, encourage your kids. Let their dreams scare you. Like if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. I can't remember who said that.
Yes, I love that.
But our job as parents, and thankfully Gail, our friend who's the actor, our jobs were just to open the door, and the rest is up to him.
Wow.
And then he amazed us.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we are so proud of you, and we're so grateful we got to meet you. Gigi, I know you have another question you want to ask your.
Gigi's very big on TV shows too. She watches a lot of TV shows.
What would you say to young people with Down syndrome who dream of acting?
Just to believe in themselves.
Boom! That's a drop the mic moment. Wow, good answer.
But that's another line from Ted Lasso.
But it's true. But it's so Carson. Way before Ted Lasso came on the screen and into, that's been Carson's attitude. Is he believes in himself.
Yeah.
He was in Special Olympics in track and field as well. And there was a young fellow that we'd known. We started a support group when Carson was 3. It's called Ups and Downs, and we eventually, there was 50 families in that group here in Vancouver, and so we met lots of that we meet years later.
Yeah.
So on track, a new athlete had joined up in Vancouver where Carson was, and he was this was his first competition. It was out of town. We were overnighting, and Carson said to him on the track, he said he is a 400 meter, which that was his strong one, and he's giving him all this advice. And then he said, you just got to believe in yourself. that you're gonna do really well.
Mhm.
Wow.
I'm
I love
off
that.
track
You're like,
listening to my boy go.
Yeah.
Wow.
that's
And now he's
amazing.
telling people the same thing
Yep. I love that.
after believing in himself.
Yeah. So good. You're wise beyond your years. Okay.
You know,
go ahead.
you interviewed a couple of actors from Champions.
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great too. Yeah, that was great.
In the movie, the Champions, their team played. So the film was filmed in Manitoba.
Mhm.
So they had extras, background players that were coming in with intellectual disabilities to play the team they played against.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Carson's team in 2014 played that team in the national game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So the center on his team is 6'5". The center from Manitoba is 6'8". Adam Lloyd.
Oh,
And the funny thing is, it's a long story. If I'll let you know sometime about that whole thing about what happened for here in 2014. But when we were playing against Adam, he's a great player under the basket, but if you guard him outside, he doesn't have an outside shot. So we're watching the movie, and Adams goes to shoot an outside shot, and Carson says, he still doesn't have an outside shot.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Keep him out of the block. Make him shoot.
Yep.
Guy's 6'8". That's going to be his strength.
Oh my god. Yeah, those guys
I
were fun.
love that.
Those guys
Yeah,
were
they
fun.
were great.
Yeah.
They were hilarious. That was a great interview.
Yeah,
Great
we had a
show.
great time with them. That
Really
was-
good time with them. And they just, I mean, the concept for that movie was such a good one, too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they really brought a good cast together, and it was just really uplifting and just like a good way to focus on a movie that
I
you're not really focusing on the disability side. You're kind of just focusing on the fun that
100%.
that's being had.
I heard that Woody Harrelson that he's wanted to do something more on
Yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
another. I don't know if it's going to be a sequel or
just another movie. Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
But I did hear something about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least there's other
I told-
opportunities.
Carson asked his agency, said, "Could you keep an eye open for me?"
Yes.
Yeah, seriously.
Absolutely. Get you on the big screen next. It's where you belong,
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to be next in store for you.
right? Okay, go ahead, Cheech.
If you could star in another TV show or a movie, what will it be and why?
If you could guest star in any movie or show, what would it be and why?
I think I would say only murders because I do like Martin and Steve Martin a lot.
I think you'd have some good chemistry with that cast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only Murders in the Building?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah. That's a really good. Have you seen that, Cheech?
What?
Have you seen that show?
What show?
Only Murders in the Building on Hulu?
No.
No.
I think you'd
I
actually
think she'd
really
like it. Oh,
Yes.
No, you'd love it. Yeah.
Gigi's
Really?
into like the mystery and suspense stuff too. I mean, Gigi watches so much.
Like different shows.
You watch like
Yeah.
Chicago PD, Chicago Med,
What-
Criminal
And what
Minds,
order?
Pretty Little Liars,
Law and
all
Order.
that. Only Murders in the Building's a little funnier. It has
Oh.
more
oh, she
short.
probably like that.
I watched the Justin Bieber one.
Which one?
Justin Bieber movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure you
Bieber,
have.
yeah. That's
That's a
pretty
great
funny.
one though, Carson.
Yeah.
That would be a really cool one to see you on one day.
Yes, absolutely.
They need
Okay.
to open their casting up for next season.
For sure.
Get you on it.
What's your favorite movie besides Suits LA?
Besides Suits LA.
Liar, liar.
Liar,
Liar,
liar.
Okay.
I love that Kurc every time is like surprised. He has no idea what the answer is going to be.
Have you seen that one,
No clue.
Yeah, I did.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
It's so funny. Your face every time you're just so, oh, okay. Well, that's where we're going
Okay.
today.
What's your favorite movie, Gigi?
What's your favorite movie?
I have three.
You have three? Okay, well, just give us one.
3.
Two. It's two.
Okay,
I'm
well-
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's other one. It's a bad word one. It's Baywatch,
Baywatch, where there's bad words. Yep, that's all right. Bad words happen.
and then Shrek,
Yep.
Jumanji,
Yep.
and Dolphin Tale.
Dolphin Tail.
Dolphin Tale.
Wow, where'd that come from? Kurc, I got your face right now, Kurc.
There's no doubt Shrek's in there.
It is.
That makes
Well,
sense.
Shrek is our whole family. We all
Yes.
that's gonna be a Gianni family
Dolphin
classic.
Tale.
That's
It's,
so
it's,
funny.
it's a key movie.
And another, of course, Shrek is another good Canadian actor, right? So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mike Myers? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
If you had if you had one message to the world, what would it be?
Give them a chance.
Ah,
You know,
love
we another anecdote. When Carson was 5, we met a young fellow. He was 19 at the time, with Down syndrome, and became really, really close friends with him. And his dad was telling how he was out of high school and had it's called a works opportunity. It was a office setting. It was for a national government office, and it was, I think he was there 4 days a week, and did general office duties. And it was a 6-month program. At the end of the program, they were invited. His dad and him were invited back. And the fellow said, "Listen, I would like to offer his name's Derek a full-time job." And his dad said, "That's wonderful." He said, "That was very generous of you." The guy said, "Listen, I'm not being altruistic." He said that he in his capacity, he had to measure productivity. He said every day that Derek was there, everybody's productivity was up.
wow.
So his positive energy, his positive involvement affected everybody around him without them maybe really realizing it.
Yeah.
But it was measurable. So by giving opportunities to this community means that it's a win-win situation for everyone.
Totally. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's fantastic. It picks up the entire office. It changes the culture.
Yeah.
Totally, and for the better. And it, like, in Canada, there's income supplement, and because Carson really hasn't worked, the income supplement is his entire income.
Yeah.
So this last year, because of his contract and the income earned, he's no longer collecting that, and continues on. So here's the thing: is that by giving that opportunity and that chance, he's not only is he no longer just on the receiving end, but we've set up a program where financially, when he was making jewelry, 20% of everything he made, we donated it to different causes in this particular community. So it's more than just being a taxpayer. It's actually contributing to the greater good of the large community. So this group of wonderful young people has such potential. They just need a chance.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. So true. Great
What do you
story.
think, pal?
That's a great story.
What about you?
What would your one message be to the world?
Probably the same.
Probably the same. Give a chance.
Yeah, you're a perfect product of it. Give us a chance and watch us shine.
I love that. Well, I got one more question then. Our podcast is called A Little Something Extra. What do you think is your a little something extra? What drives you? What do you think is your superpower?
The stoic.
The ability to be even keeled at any moment.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
It's not easy.
And I think there's a persistence. Carson is, you give him a job and he'll apply himself. I think it's like patience. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
That's in a moment. He's patient.
Yeah.
Oh, heck.
Wow.
Is he patient with
Really?
himself, everybody else, with not get it done, get it, come on, except for me. Come on, Dad.
Yeah, right?
That's not impatience, that's just he niggles.
Yes.
But yeah, an unbelievable amount of patience and resilience.
That is awesome.
Yeah. It's not an easy one to have.
No.
Good
No.
for you, Carson. That's great.
I have a question. for
Take you
Carson.
really far in life.
You have a question? Okay, good.
Hey, Carson, what's your favorite comedian that you do?
Comedian. Who's your favorite comedian?
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham?
Oh,
Yeah, because he has Ahmed and Walter. You know it.
I know.
He has what? Sorry, I didn't catch that part.
Jeff Dunham is a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has Ahmed and Walter.
Oh, Ahmed. He does have those. Huge
Yes,
part
he
of his act.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very big part of this.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
love him.
Any more questions?
What's that news to you?
Why is that news to me? That's because I tell you, there's such a plethora of possible answers that he could have given. Like, it's
So, is it funny? Yep, what they choose. I love it.
Gonna be a ventriloquist one day, Carson?
You never know.
Maybe. At this point, yeah. Don't
Yeah.
limit yourself.
For
You
sure.
could do it.
All right. So, Jeech, so we also do tips on our show. So, Jeech, do you want to talk? What are your tips? You want to do some tips?
Did I say tips?
I did say tips.
Tips.
She likes to sing it every time. Okay, what are your tips on?
Being a performer.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
Always be prepared. Practice your lines and study the part.
Mm-hmm.
Be confident. Embrace your talent.
Excellent.
Find support system. Be around those who help you grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pick good role models and learn from them.
Very
Picking
nice.
good role models. Yeah.
What about you? You got any tips for being an actor or performer?
Just be yourself.
Love it.
Yeah.
Be your awesome self, brother. Well, I just have to tell you, I'm so proud of you. I am so grateful that I had the opportunity to meet you. You're inspiring so many other people with what you do. I mean, I'm excited for our network to see you. We have, and which I didn't realize in Canada, and I'm hoping that we're looking into opening actually one of our Down Syndrome Achievement Centers in Canada. But we have 62 locations here across the U.S. and in Mexico. And you're going to inspire all of these people, and they're going to watch this and say, I want to be like Carson. So thank you for being a professional. Thank you for doing your job so well and representing the Down syndrome community, because we love it, brother, and we need more people like you. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. Yeah. We just opened our 62nd location in Charleston, and it's just, yeah, we're so grateful. We've got 5 more opening coming up. We do everything from prenatal diagnosis all the way through to career skills. Everything we do is free one-on-one tutoring, literacy, math, speech, career programs, physical fitness, social, emotional, all of it. It's crazy. It's a gift from God. There's a higher power guiding all of it. And we're just blessed to be sitting here getting to meet new people and just, living the dream.
Well, and you're doing it right. There's organizations, but the focus seems to have drifted from where it should be.
Yeah.
And my gut is that your focus or your core value is psychosocial.
Absolutely.
And that's more important than any of the clinical approach to things. So
yes. Yeah. Giving them the tools they need to succeed in life. I mean, that's the number one thing that we could do. Giving them the tools, giving them the confidence, learning to read. We do one-on-one tutoring in literacy and math. Really important skills that they need to become independent and get out there and be an actor in LA. And you were able to do that for your child. That's amazing. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show. If we ever get to Canada, which hopefully we will be soon, we would love to see you guys.
If you guys are ever in Chicago.
You never know. If they have Home Alone, if they do another Home Alone.
That'd be amazing. We'll take it.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a playhouse in LA just yet. I know we're working on one right now. We're in Orange County and then Simi Valley, which both of those kind of surround.
Miami.
Well, Miami, yeah, but they're talking about it over near LA.
Sorry,
That's okay. So, yeah. So you're welcome to stop by any playhouse anytime. People would love to see you, brother.
Great. And same thing up here. If you end up out in Vancouver, we'll look us up.
Yeah,
absolutely. We will.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We appreciate your time. It was great meeting you both. And we'll see you next time when we're promoting your next show.
Thank you for having us. Thank you very much.
Everybody is born with a little something extra, and sometimes they just have to find it. A little something extra is that superpower that every single one of us has inside that motivates us and drives our passion and makes us do the things that we do.
We're all on the same team. Let's think about how we can make that team as inclusive as we can.
For those of you listening to our podcast right now, you can also check out our video podcast at alittlesomethingextrapodcast.org.